Hey guys, welcome. I am Lars, and I'm here to show you a few things that a lot of people have questions with. I know there's a tutorial, and it's a good one. This game was created by Max, aka Foul Ball Hangover. It's a fantastic game. It's tons of fun. I just have an absolute blast with this game. I hope you will too. Alright, so when you start off the game, you're here at Ember Cradle. This is your free starting area. You can tell it by the footbridge that goes across the river to the other side over there. As far as I know, it's the only quarry in the game that has that footbridge. As Max states in the tutorial, if you haven't seen it, I suggest you look at it. But you get a starting shovel leaning against a lamppost. If you hit the E key, you'll pick up the shovel. When you have your, and I've already started my game, but once you have your shovel, you hit the E key to drop it again. You'll come over here, you'll have a bucket, as you can see by the orange highlight, a brush by the orange highlight, and a pan. What I do, take the brush out of the pan, and I pick up my bucket with the E key. Anytime you want to pick up anything or drop anything, highlight it and use your E key. Again, I'm going to drop my bucket here, let go of it by the E key. It falls to the ground. Notice my bucket is laying on its side, and it doesn't matter. It can be on its side, it can be upside down, it makes no difference. Now, here's a hole that I have started. And you can see I've dug all the way down to the bottom. That's actually bedrock in the bottom. But all the dirt that's closest to the bottom is the most valuable. It's going to give you the largest pieces of ore. What you can get out of this game is iron, gold, cloudium, shards, and gems. Those are the 5 resources that you can get from digging or mining. Okay, so to mine the very basics, we have here, you see the blue circle? There's also a green circle. Wherever I put the blue circle and left click, that's where it's going to take dirt from. Now I take the blue circle, I highlight the bucket. I don't use the green, I'm using the blue in this case. Then once it's highlighted, I left click, it takes it off of my shovel and it puts it in the bucket. I repeat that process until my bucket's full. Highlight, left click, put the blue circle where I want to dig, left click, highlight, left click, and I keep doing that. So that's 4 shovelfuls. Now it should be full. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the E key now to drop my shovel. E key again with the bucket highlighted to pick up my bucket. And then I'm going to run over here to the pan. Now, this is where it gets a lot of people confused. You can put a scoop of dirt in the pan, but that's really a waste. You need to get as much dirt into the pan as you can. Whereas with the bucket, it'll hold, essentially double what just dropping a scoop into the pan would do. Don't know if you can see it. It's a little hard to see. There's a blue circle and a green circle. So if you notice, there's a blue circle in the middle of the pan right now. Green circle is outside the pan. And vice versa. Green in, blue out. By having a green circle in the middle of the pan, this is where I could dump my dirt. If I left click while having a green circle in the middle of the pan, it dumps the dirt into the pan. So now I use the E key again just to drop my bucket. But what I need now is water. So I'll pick the whole pan up with the dirt inside. I move over to the water's edge, hit the E key to drop it, E key to pick it up, E key to drop my wash pan. I don't like where it placed it. Let's back it up a little bit. There we go. Now I have water and dirt inside of my pan. And I'll highlight my brush, E key to pick it up. I left click a couple of times. It gets rid of the dirt and the water. And what it leaves me inside is a gold ore and an iron ore right now. So that's fantastic. We keep doing this. You have to do this over and over again, and you're going to make a few thousand in coin. Actually, you just need a couple hundred to get the first couple of items. So I use the E key to drop my bucket. I use the E key to pick up my shovel. Blue dot where I want to dig. Blue dot left click. Dig, click. Dig, left click. Dig, left click. Now I'm using E key to drop my shovel. E key to pick up my bucket. I'm going to use my green dot, get it in the middle of my pan. Left click. You notice I left my ores and everything in the bottom of the pan, right? That's because it doesn't fall out. Now pick up my pan with the E key again. Let's get some water in it. Drop it, pick it up. I'll place my pan down here. I'll pick up my brush. A couple of magic sweeps. Aha! Now we got a piece of Cloutium ore. Alright, but don't throw any of this away, guys. Don't throw anything away in the beginning. Now, I've got the circle over the pan. I hit the E key, I drop it back in. Alright. Now what I want to show you is, remember, with the other shovel, the starter shovel, it takes 4 scoops to fill up the bucket. I had bought an advanced shovel. If I can find it. Oh, I know where to put it. There's my advanced shovel. And you notice in the bottom left corner it says improved shovel. Excuse me. But the difference is now it only takes 2 scoops of dirt and my bucket's full. E key to drop. E key pick up. Run back over. Get the green dot over the middle. Left click. Drop my bucket. Pick up my pan. Get some water in it. Grab my brush. Couple little swipes. Ah, now I have a shard. Notice in the bottom left corner of the screen it says Mysterious Crystal Shard. Used to power pressure tanks. That is so true. It is valuable. A lot of people want to throw these away in the beginning. Don't do that. Just keep everything for right now. We're keeping everything in the pan. And there's a reason for that. Because here in a minute we're going to go up and sell all of our resources. But let's just do this once or twice more. We'll just drop our bucket there. Pick up our shovel. Dig and drop. Dig and drop. And now, pick that back up. We'll run it back over. Dump it out. Get some water. We'll grab our brush. And we're getting a little bit of stuff right there. Now, another thing to show you is the way I've been doing it. You see me dump my bucket into the pan into the water, then brushing it off. You can do it reverse. It doesn't matter. You can pick the pan up, drop it in water. Notice your stuff doesn't fall out. Pick the pan back up, drop it down. Now I've got a pan full of water. I need dirt. So I'll drop my bucket. 1 scoop. 2 scoops. And I'll pick my bucket back up. Now I got a pan full of water. I'm just going to dump my dirt into it. We'll drop it down. We'll pick up our brush. Sweep it off. Alright, so I got a little bit of stuff. Now I have a gem. An uncut ruby. Bottom left screen says an uncut gem. Can grind into a cut gem or sold at the stock or jeweler. It's important in the beginning of this game, you need money. So right now we don't have a grinding wheel that would turn that into a cut or polished gem. And that's okay. We don't need it right now. Our next step, if I had this pan pretty well stocked up and full, I would normally take this up to the jeweler. But for right now, in the essence of time, I'm going to pick up the whole pan with my E key, and I'm going to scoot on up here to the jeweler. Now, straight ahead, there's a whole nother area. There's a shop right here, and that truck, by the way, that's your truck. Or, as I'm doing, you go up the hill And this is where the jeweler is, one of the jewelers in town. Now you notice the sign here, it says sell C0, coin 0. If I take the whole bucket and I drop it on there, I can now sell for 61 coins what I have inside of my pan. And if I click the red button, it'll give me those coins. Voila, there's my coins. What I do, I pick up my pan, I drop it down, I'll pick up my coin, you hover over it, it'll tell you how much it is, E key to pick it up, get the green dot in the middle, E key to drop it. Notice my shard didn't sell because the shard has no value at the jewelers, and that's fine, that's okay. One thing I want to show you though, from the jeweler's table, there's like a little castle area straight ahead. If I go here to the castle area and I do a left-hand U-turn, I'm at the stock market. And you see here on this board, there's a necklace, a picture of a ring, a sword, an axe, and a dagger. These are all in red right now. But this is how much you would get per the weight. So if it weighed 1 pound, you'd get 15 coins for it, etc. Okay? But the thing of it is, the jeweler, where we were just at, will buy anything you make in this game. But you can get a better price by bringing up here and checking first and see if it's in the green. If it's in the green, sell it here. You would lay it on the table. You would hit the little red button. Your money would come out in this basket, and you're good to go. Alright, so let's scoot back over here. Let's pick up our pan that has 61 coins and a shard in it. The reason I drop everything in here and pick it up, that way I don't have to make multiple trips. So one trip up, one trip back down. Okay, so then what we're going to do next is go to the store, show you a few things in the store. It's probably not covered under the tutorial. Like I said earlier, I'd already started the game and did a little bit, not much, just enough to kind of get going. So, what I'm going to do is pick up my coin, I hover over it, I hit my E key, I pick it up, and if you notice the buying sign here says C0, we'll go over that in a second, but I have some coins already in here. I have 490 coins. If I get my green circle over the coins, hit the E key, it just added to it. So now I'm at 551 coins. Alright. Now if I want to buy something, anything, well, let me show you. This here is the selling platform. Whatever you want to purchase, you pick it up with the E key, you bring it over here, you drop it, you come around to where the sign is, and it'll have a price. You hit the little red button, it subtracts it from your money, and it's yours. Okay? So let's say I buy a bucket. That cost a whopping 1 coin. I come over to my buying platform, I drop it right there, anywhere's on the buying platform. If it's just touching the buying platform, you can purchase it as long as it shows on the sign. So in this case, again, 1 coin. I have 551, I buy it, it subtracted the 1 coin. Now I got 550. I highlight it, E key to pick it up, and I can walk out safely, no problem. What the store doesn't like is if you take an item. So, by the way, here's your improved shovels, there's pickaxes, there's all kinds of cool stuff here. But let's say I grab an improved shovel with my E key, I decide I'm going to walk out with it. It cracks me up. The storekeeper does not like it when you try to shoplift. Alright, so you're going to do the digging process many times, over and over again, to get going. And it's actually relaxing and it's a lot of fun. But you're going to do that same process, picking up your shovel, left clicking for some dirt, left clicking into the bucket, Left click the dirt, left click into the bucket, drop your shovel, grab your bucket, go back over, get the green circle in the middle, drop your bucket, pick your pan back up, drop it, brush. Okay? But you're doing this so that you can get money to shop in the store. There's two items that I recommend that you buy fairly quickly. One of those is a bed, and the other one is the improved shovel. The improved shovel, again, takes 2 scoops of dirt versus 4 to fill the bucket. So, half the time, right? The bed, when it gets dark in the game, it gets very dark, and there's very little light. Okay? But the bed will allow you to pass the night very quickly. In a matter of seconds, it'll go from pitch dark black to early morning. To use and place the bed or any other item in the world, okay, if you want to put down a foundation or anything, you need to be able to place it. So you buy it at the store, you bring it to your lot. So let's say I have this bed and now I want to place it here where I can use it. Alright? What I can do is if I left click, notice how it's red? I cannot place it there. Okay? If it's blue, I can place it. I can also hit the R key to turn it, to rotate it. And when I have it blue and I can see it silhouetted, I could left click right now, it would place it, I could use it. If I'm not careful and I push it downwards, you don't see the bed anymore, do you? I don't either. If you're not careful, you can make it disappear or you'll never see it or be able to get to it again. This does you no good. You just wasted that money. So again, I've got a silhouette. I'm going to left click to place it. There we go. Bed is placed. If I wanted to use it right now, I would left click on it. I would see the stars. And then next thing you know, I see the bed and it's daytime. Night passes very, very fast. Okay, so a couple other little things. This land over here is also your land. You can dig on it, or as I like to do, once you get money put together, you could start making your first automation over here with pipes, ram drills, all the good stuff. We'll go over that a little bit later. Alright, so you've got your hole being dug. Another pro tip, like I said, always try to get down to the bottom. It's where your best ores are going to be, okay? It's not that you won't get anything on top, but the size of them varies greatly. And the deeper your digging area, the better the ores will be. So, with that in mind, let's go over here and take a look at a couple of the other areas, a couple other things. This truck, like I said earlier, this is your truck, okay? And you can buy things and you can put them in the back of the truck. I just hit the W key and the space bar to jump up in the back. Notice the letter Q keeps showing up wherever I mouse around to. That would put me inside the truck. But right now, I'm just going to go to the back. I'm going to hold the W, jump up, do the same thing. Hold W, jump up. I'm on top of the truck. This little water tank right here is your fuel. You run out of water, you run out of gas. Your truck is stuck right where it's at. You have to go then and find a pan, go get water in it, come back, dump it in the tank. So keep an eye on this tank when you're driving around, okay? Just so you can see what it looks like inside the truck. If I come over here, I hit Q. It gives me a top aerial view, which is very handy so that you don't run out of water. So you can see your tank all the time. I hit Q again. I'm back out of the truck. And again, this is our starting area. This is Ember Cradle. There's the castle and the jeweler up there. Here's our store. Here's our truck. Couple quick things, and to the left is a cave. Inside the cave are some pedestals. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. As you're digging on all the different sites, which you will eventually, you'll find relics. You just place a relic on any of the pedestals in any order. It doesn't matter which. And once you do, there's a hidden door right here. that would give you something. I'm not going to tell you what. I don't want to ruin the surprise. But if you find your relics, bring them and put them in the cave. Okay? Another way to make money in this game is by buying a fishing pole. Back at the beginning at the store, the starter store, you could buy a pole. You can bring it to any body of water. You can fish. And when you catch your fish, you can bring it here to the stock exchange. And you notice fish is down. So you're just as good to sell it, or better, to sell it at the jewelry. This stock market's a little bit different. It has a gold bar, which is represented by the white, iron ingots represented by the black, cut gems, and fish. So you can put any of those items on this table, click that button, your coins will drop right there. Okay? Also within this little area here is, you got it, some fishing poles and some other odds and ends. There's some filters. There's some wrenches, tool bags. But another neat little feature is right over here. This is more fishing, right? But you got here a fishing pole. So the object is, when you catch this item, which would be a prawn, you bring it, you drop it in this bucket, you hit the button, and the next fishing pole drops out for free. Okay? And then while you're here, you catch all your fish, you can go sell them at the stock market over there, or stock exchange, or you can take them to the jewelers. Alright? Another cool thing about this game, there's no food or water or energy. There's also no inventory. You don't have a backpack or anything. But anyway, those are some of the little beginning starting areas here that you need to be aware of. And let me, real quick, I'm going to run back over to the store and show you. Now, you can make money off of fishing, okay? You really can. I prefer to do mining, but hey, to each their own. But you could buy you a fishing pole. It says my first fishing pole. Alright, you buy it. I'm going to shoplift it. So once you have your fishing pole, you can go to, like I said, any body of water. You can fish. You can take your fish up the hill to the jewelers where we sold our ores at. Or you can take it back down there to the other little castle where they have another stock exchange, okay? So there's different ways to make money in the game. This is the very, very first steps in mining. Alright? Getting enough seed money, starter money, to get you going, to get a few things. The next thing you would do after you've gotten your shovel, you've gotten your bed, then you want to start thinking about getting down to the bottom and doing serious mining, and really the very basic start of automation by buying pipes to come up out of the water and run over to your starting hole. I will cover that on the next episode. What I'll probably do is go ahead and earn a little more money, get up to, 1,000, 2,000 coins, so that when we do get ready for the pipes, we're not going to run out of cash in the process. Alright, well, thank you for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll hope to put up another video here very soon.